Hi students, I hope you are doing well. Okay, so today we are back with a new concept from number system. Uh, it is it's an exponential we are going to discuss. And before going to that topic, that means actually let me explain that first. So then we will go to the topic. See, these are the sums which we is already related to the last topic. We are doing it once again. Some more sums we are doing. And all of you are aware about this exponent formula, right? A power m whole power n is equal to a power m into n. See, this is the new concept. In the sense, it is not exactly new to you. You studied in the last class, 8th standard also. The same exponents formulae we are going to do with real numbers also. That's the reason I told it is new topic for this class. Okay, it is not exactly new topic to you. Okay, that we will discuss a little later. Let me complete this sum first. Okay, these are the sums which we already, these kind of sums which we already discussed with the last class also. So some more sums of different types we are going to discuss now. Okay, the first one is root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Again, remember this comes under the formula of or identity of a plus b whole square. Correct? All of you know a plus b whole square identity, isn't it? A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, we studied this year as x plus y whole square, which is same. Correct? X plus y whole square is x square plus 2xy plus y square. Similarly, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this you take it as a and this you take it as b. So according to this formula, it should be root 5 whole square plus 2 into root 5 into root 2 plus root 2 whole square. Correct. Root 5 whole square root will get cancelled. How this cancels, I explained you in the last video also. Root 5 whole square is become 5 plus 2 into root 5 into root 2, which comes under the formula root a into root b, which is root of ab, means root of a into b. Okay, so which is root 5 into 2. Correct? Root a root b, it comes one root under root 5 into 2 plus root 2 whole square will get 2. Correct? Square and root will get cancelled because as I said before, it can be written as 2 power 1 by 2 whole square, which comes under the formula a power n whole power n, a power m into n. So 2 power 1 by 2 into 2, 2 will get cancelled, 2 power 1, which is 2. Similarly, the same thing, how you'll get 2 there. So you'll get 7 plus 2 into 5 into 2, root of 5 into this root 10. So 7 plus 2 root 10 is the answer. So remember, if you square a irrational number also, you will get an irrational number. This is an irrational number. Correct? I'll just explain once again what we have taken. The sum is root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, just I use the formula a square plus 2, this is a and this is b. So 2 into a into b plus b square. So root 5 whole square is 5 and root 5 into root 2, which is root 10, and root 2 whole square is 2. So 7 plus 2 root 10. So 7 plus 2 root 10 will be the answer for this sum. I hope you understood this clearly. Remember root 2 whole square, how it becomes root 2. Just we can write root 2 as 2 power 1 by 2 whole square. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled because 2 is in numerator, 1 is in denominator. Definitely they will get cancelled. So 2 power 1 is 2. So this rule applicable for root 5 also. Okay, root 5 can be written as root 5 whole square means 5 power 1 by 2 whole square. Same thing. 5 power 1 by 2 into 2. 2 will get cancelled. 5 power 1 will be 5. Like that you got 5 over. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let me go with the next sum. Okay. The next one is we cannot apply any identities over there because this is a different irrational number, there is also a different irrational number. So there is no any other other method here. You have to do multiplication, just term by term multiplication we have to do. So what is that number? 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2, which is Remember 3 into 2, term by term multiplication. 3 into 2, 6 plus 3 into root 2. 3 root 2 plus root 3 into 2. 2 root 3 plus root 3 into root 2. I am doing one more step here so that you will not get confused. So 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, root 2 into root 3, which is root 6. Got it? So your answer will be this much. We cannot do anything. That's all. 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 6 plus 6. Okay? Still you can simplify. I hope this is enough. Okay? Still you can write this root 6 as root 6 into root 6. 6 can be written as root 6 into root 6 and simplify, or you can just stop here. Okay? What I did here, I'll just explain this once again. Here we cannot use any identity. As I said, we cannot use any identity here. Okay, because this, like 2 are different. Okay, and we have 3 plus root 3 and completely different. This 3 plus root 3 is not at all related with 2 plus root 3. They are different numbers. So definitely we have to go with the multiplication, term by term multiplication. So 3 into 2, 6, 3 into root 2. 3 root 2 plus root 3 into 2, 2 root 3, and root 3 into root 2 is just we use this formula, root A into root B, which is root AB. Last class we discussed with those formulas also. Okay. So root A into root B is root AB. So root 6 you will get. So 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus 6 plus root 6. That will be the final. This is how you have to do it. See, remember, for this also, by solving these 2 irrational numbers, we got an irrational number. This is also an irrational number only. Okay. This is why I am telling this, because square of an irrational number is also an irrational number. Multiplication of 2 irrational numbers is also an irrational number. Correct? Or addition, last class we discussed. Adding one rational and irrational is also an irrational number, and adding 2 irrational numbers is also an irrational number. So most of the cases, product with irrational, division with irrational, or addition or subtraction with irrational numbers, you will get irrational number only. Okay? I hope you understood this. And next we are going to discuss these sums. The rationalization concept we already discussed yesterday. So these, like last class, these are the sums which are little different from those sums. So that's the reason we are solving here. Okay. The first sum is 1 by root 7 minus root 6. What is the first step you have to understand here is, first you have to check the denominator. Yesterday also, like in the last class also I told, your denominator cannot be irrational. Correct? That is only we discussed in the last class. So here definitely root 7 minus root 6 is an irrational number. So it cannot be irrational. So we have to convert. Okay? Convert this entire irrational number in such a way that you should get irrational number only in the numerator. So that we are going to do here. So for that what we did, the same thing what we did for the last sum. Rationalize the denominator. What do you mean by rationalizing the denominator? We are converting denominator to a rational number. That's all. Don't think that we are converting entire whatever the rational number given as a rational number. We are not converting like that. We are converting only the denominator to a rational number, so that denominator becomes rational, but numerator may be irrational. That form is fine, but you cannot write the irrational number in the denominator. So 1 by root 7 minus root 6 into what I said, if you have negative in the denominator, means root 7 plus minus root 6 is there, you should take as root 7 plus root 6. Correct? If here minus is there, you have to just same numbers you have to write there, but just reverse the sign. If minus is there, you take plus. If plus is there, you take minus. That's all. That is only you have to do. Okay, so what we did here, root 7 minus root 6 is there. We just taken root 7 plus root 6 and root 7 plus 6. See, whenever you multiply with that root 7 plus root 6, you should divide with the same number only. Correct? That is a mathematical rule which we discussed in the last class. So 1 into root 7 plus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. Correct? And again, this comes under the formula a minus b into a plus b. What we know? A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So which will give you root 7 square minus root 6 square. So root 7 plus root 6 divided by square root will get cancelled, square root will get cancelled. You will get 7 minus 6. So answer will be root 7 plus root 6 divided by 1, which is same as root 7 plus root 6. See, root 7 whole square is 7 because we already did in the last sum also how we got root 5 whole square is 5, root 3 whole square is 3, root 2 whole square is 2. Similarly, root 7 whole square is also 7. Similarly for 6 also. Okay. So it's very simple. What I am just taking 1 by root 7 minus root 6. As we know that irrational number cannot be in the denominator. So we are converting this entire number to get the irrational number in the numerator. So what I did, rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. So means what? Rationalizing the denominator, meaning we are just converting the denominator which is irrational to rational. That's the reason it is rationalizing denominator only. So 1 by root 7 minus root 6. So whenever, how to convert it, how to rationalize it? Here we have root 7 minus root 6 in the denominator. So in the denominator you have negative sign in between these two irrational numbers. To multiply, to rationalize, you should take the same numbers, but you have to change the sign. Here minus is it, so take plus. So when you multiply with that, you should divide that with that only, because that is a mathematical rule. If you don't just multiply and do that, is against the rule. We cannot do that. Okay, so root 7 plus root 6. So what we did, just multiply 1 into root 7 plus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6, a minus b into a minus a plus b, which is root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square, which will give you 7 minus 6. Because square root will get cancelled, you get 7 minus 6, which is 1. So root 7 plus root 6 by 1 is root 7 plus root 6. So we converted this, or we rationalized this irrational number. Okay. Now we'll go with the next sum. I hope next sum you might have got an idea how to do it. Okay. This is also same type, only here plus is there. Here you have minus. Okay. So let me do that. 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Correct? So rationalizing factor. Okay. Remember what we have to take? Rationalize the denominator. As we know that you have to rationalize the denominator. Correct? How to rationalize denominator? You take, okay, the denominator, root 5 plus root 2 is there. You have to take it as root 5 minus root 2, remember. Okay, you have to take it as root 5 minus root 2 and root 5 minus root 2. Correct? Here, why we are taking root 5 minus root 2 there? Because here we have plus sign in between root 5 and root 2. So if plus sign is there, what we have to take? We have to take minus sign. Correct? With minus sign, we have to multiply and divide. So root 5 plus root 2 is there. So take root 5 minus root 2 and divide with the same number. So what you get? 1 into root 5 minus root 2. Root 5 minus root 2 divided by, again this comes under the formula a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, root 2 square. So square root will get cancelled. Root 5 minus root 2 divided by 5 minus 2, which is 3. Okay, root 5 minus root 2 by 3. So answer is 3. Okay, I hope you can able to see this. Root 2 it is. Okay, root 5 minus root 2 divided by 3. Okay, I'll just repeat once again. We have to rationalize the denominator, and they clearly told rationalize denominator only. It means what? They also know that you cannot convert an irrational number into a rational number. So that's the reason you can rationalize only the denominator. It is only the possible way here. 1 by root 5 plus root 2 means we are rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing in the sense what? We are multiplying with the same numbers with the difference. Like root 5 plus root 2 is there. We are taking as root 5 minus root 2. Last case, root 7 minus root 6 is there. We are taken root 7 plus root 6. Similarly, here plus is there. So take with minus. So root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 minus root 2. So multiply 1 into root 5 minus root 2, which is root 5 minus root 2. And here this comes under the formula a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. So root 5 square minus root 2 square. So 5 minus 2, which will give you 3. So root 5 minus root 2 by 3. So that is the answer. Correct? So see there, you got a rational number in the denominator. So we converted the denominator, which is an irrational, to a rational number. That is only the process here. Okay? So I hope you understood this sums. Now we are going to discuss some properties of exponents which we already discussed in the last class. Like last year, we discussed some formulae related to exponents. So some of them we are going to discuss now. A power m into a power n, which is a power m plus n. Correct? And we have one more formula, a power m by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. Correct? And also we have a power m whole power n, which is equal to, this is the, most of the times we use this formula. A power m whole power n is a power m into n. And also ab whole power n. See here, this m is the power for both. AB whole power n can be written as a power m into b power m. Okay, and also 1 by a power n can be written as a power minus n. It means for this we can take an example. 1 by 2 can be written as 2 power minus 1. See, when you send this, it is only 1 as a numerator. We cannot, you should take this 2 as a numerator. 2 power here it is 1 actually. Nothing is there means what? Power of anything. For example, if any 2, we can also write as 2 power 1. Same, right? 2 power 1 is same as 2. So we can write it as 2 power 1. So when this comes, when this goes to a numerator, when this denominator goes as a numerator, this power will become negative. It means power will become negative. For example, if you have 1 by 2 square, it will become 2 power minus 2. This only went up, but with a negative power. That's all. The same number we are taking it as a numerator with a negative power. So here power is positive. When it comes to the numerator, the power becomes negative. That is this formula. If it is 1 by 2 power 3, what will be the answer? 2 power minus 3. 1 by 2 power 4, what will be the answer? 2 power minus 4. So the power of the denominator, the exponent of the denominator power will become negative. That is the only thing we are doing here. Okay. So 1 by a power n is a power minus n, and very important formula and basic formula, which is anything power 0. It is not only a power 0, just only for your understanding I written a power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. Okay. So what are the, just I'll recap all the formulae once again. What is that? First formula is a power m into a power n is a power m plus n. And second one is a power m by a power n is a power m minus n. Okay. Remember here one condition also you have to remember. A power n should not be equal to 0. Correct? Why it should not be equal to 0? If a power n is 0, the whole term will become infinity, not different. So that is the condition you have to remember. You should not take a power n as 0. So a power m by a power n is a power m minus n, and a power m whole power n. The same we discussed with this we used for root 2 whole square, right? Root 2 whole square we written as 2 power 1 by 2 whole square, which is 2 power 1 by 2 into 2. This is m, this is n. This formula only we used. Okay, which we got 2 power 1. So, which is 2 back. So a power m whole power n, we used a power m into, we can write it as a power m whole power n as a power m into n. And one more formula is ab whole power m is equal to a power m into b power m. Let me give an example for this. For example, 2 into 3 whole square is there. It means, remember, as a base we have 2 into 3 and power is 2 itself. So this 2, power 2, it belongs to 2 also as well as 3 also. So you can write the 2 into 3 whole square as 2 square into 3 square by using this formula. If you take A as, see, AB is nothing but A into B, remember. If AB is nothing but A into A itself. So AB is 2 into 3 there. So 2 is A and B is 3. So 2 in 2 power 2 and 3 power 2, which is nothing but 2 power m b power m. So 2 into 3 whole square is can be written as 2 square into 3 square. And we have 1 by a whole power n. 1 by a power n can also be written as a power minus n. I'll give an example. 1 by 2 power 1 can be written as 2 power minus 1. 1 by 2 cube can be written as 2 power minus. So remember, denominator will go to the numerator with the negative power. Okay, denominator will go as a numerator with the negative power. Similarly, see, I'll go with another one example. 1 by 4 square can also be written as 4 power minus 2. Correct? What I did, only the base denominator went as a numerator and only power became negative, remaining everything. Okay, and very important basic one, anything power 0 is 1. Similarly, a power 0. Not only a power 0, For example, a can be anything. 2 power 0, x power 0, 1, and 1 by 2 whole power 0 also 1. Anything power 0 is 1, except 0 power 0. Okay? Don't get confused with 0 power 0, and don't tell 0 power 0 is also 1. 0 power 0 is considered as indeterminate value, which you are going to study about that in your higher levels. Maybe in PU level, you're going to study that. In PU level, you study 0 power 0 is considered as an indeterminate form of the answer. That cannot be possible. So 0 power 0 is not 1, remember. Because you might get the doubt like that, right? So everything power 0 is 1 and even 0 power 0 is also 1. No, 0 power 0 is not 1, and that is not at all considered as the result. That is in indeterminate form, which you will study in depth in your higher levels. Okay? So as these are the formulas which you have to remember. Okay? The formulas related to exponents which we discussed in the last classes. I am just recapping all those things, all the formulas once again. That's all. Okay? Let me discuss some sums related to this formula. Okay? Yeah. Let me take some sums. First one, simplify. Okay. First one is 64 whole power 1 by 2. 64 whole power 1 by 2 and 125 whole power 1 by 3. Okay. See, these are, anyway, simplification is very simple here. Okay. First one, let me take 64 whole power 1 by 2. As everybody knows, 64 is the square of 8. Correct. It means you will get 64 by multiplying 8 two times. So, can I write 64 as 8 square? Correct. 8 square whole power 1 by 2. So, this comes under which formula? A power m whole power n, which is a power m into n. It means 8 power 2 into 1 by 2. So, 2 will get cancelled. 8 power a 1, answer is 8. That's all. Answer is 8. So, how I did 64 power 1 by 2, I written 64 as 8 square. See, remember here power what is there? 2 is there. So, here 2 is the power. So, definitely here also 2 should be there. Then only you can cancel it. Cancellation will be easy. Correct. If 2 is there, you can 2 by 2 will become 1, you can cancel. So, you will get a doubt, sir, why can't we write in 2 power? Yes, you can write in 2 power also. Correct. 2 power how much will become? 2 power 6 it will become. Correct. So, 2 power 6 whole power 1 by 2 also you can write. But you cannot, cancel the, terms. 2 and 2 you will not get. You will get 6. 6 and 2. Again, you have to do one more step. So, instead of doing that, you can write just here 2 is there. So, go with the square. If cube is there, you will go with cube. Okay. So, it will be easy to cancel. That's the reason I have taken 8 square whole power 1 by 2, which is using the formula a power n whole power m. A power m whole power n, 8 square whole power 1 by 2 can become 2 into 1 by 2. Powers will get multiplied. 2 will get cancelled. You will get n power 1 as 8. So, 8 is the answer. Next sum is 125 whole power 1 by 3. As I told just now, related to the taking the power here, 125 is the cube we have taken. There we have taken square to cancel easily. Right here, cube is there. So go with cube. So 5 5 is 25, 25 5 is 125. So take this as 5 cube whole power 1 by 3. Correct. So again apply the same formula, 5 power 3 into 1 by 3, because a power n whole power n is m into n. So 3 will get cancelled. So we will get 5 power 1, which is 5. That is the answer. I'll just reply, repeat once again. Yeah, 125 whole power 1 by 3 can be written as, see here 3 is there. So which cube will give you 125? You should remember that. Which cube? Will it give with 2? Will it get with, will you get with 4? Will you get with 3? Will you get with 5? Check it. So we'll get with 5. So 5 5 is 25, 25 5 is 125. So 5 cube whole power 1 by 3, which comes under the formula a power m whole power n, which is 5 power 3 into 1 by 3, m into n. So 3 will get cancelled. So 5 power 1 is 5. So 5 is the answer for this. Okay. I'll just remove this. And we will just go through some more sums. Okay. And the sums are 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3. This is first sum. Okay, let me go with another one. 7 power 1 by 5, okay, divided by 7 power 1 by 3. See, guys, these are again comes under the formula. So it is nothing different here. Okay, here first one, if you check, 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3, this is same as a power m into a power n. Remember, bases are same. So which comes under this formula, 2 power a power m into a power n, which is a power m plus n, right? So a power n plus n means 2 power 1 by 3, sorry, 2 by 3, correct? Because m is 2 by 3 there. 2 power 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, isn't it? M plus n. So 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which is 2 plus 1 by 3. Because bases are same, you can add the numerators, right? Sorry, denominators are same, you can add the numerators. 2 power 3 by 3, 3 will get cancelled. 2 power 1, which is 2. Correct? So answer is 2. Very simple. Just look at the first, you look at the sum. Which bases are same? So which identity it resembles? First one, a power m into, see, these are different, no problem. Bases should be the same. So a power m into a power n, which is a power m plus n. Add this it as m, this it as n, add it. So we'll get 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which is 3 by 3, which will give you 3 by 3 is 1, so 2 power 1 is 2. So answer is 2. Okay, let me do the next one, which is here this sum comes under this type, right? 7 power 1 by 5 divided by 7 power 1 by 3. So which is what? This 2 bases are same. So a power m by a power n, which should be a power m minus n, means 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. So what is the LCM of 5 and 3? Isn't it 15? Correct? LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. I hope you know how to find LCM, right? So 15. 5 3s are 15, correct? And 3 5s are 15, isn't it? So you will get 7 power minus 2 by 15. So that is the answer. Okay, understood? I'll just repeat once again this one. Here we have 7 power 1 by 5 by 7 power 1 by 3, which like related to the formula a power n by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. Okay, so here m value is 1 by 5, n value is 1 by 3. So m minus n, which is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. Take LCM of 5 and 3, which will give you 15. Okay, so just 1 by 5 into 15. I hope you know how to do LCM and cross multiplication. 5 3s are 15. So 1 by 3 into 15, which will give you 5. So 3 minus 5 by 15, which is minus 2 by 15. So answer is 7 power minus 2 by 15. Okay. I hope you understood this session. Thank you, and please support us by subscribing the channel. Okay, and please comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Have a fantastic day for you guys. Thank you.